Capricorn, welcome to the Tarot Room. My name is Robyn. And Capricorn, today, let's do a general energy check-in. Let's check in on the collective, shall we? Let's see what's going on, Cappy. Let's see what the energy is. We have exchanging gifts, okay? You might be receiving a gift. You might be giving a gift. Let's find out. Let's find out. Could be a gift from the universe, a reward for some good work being done. Where's the emphasis here? The 9th house. Could be spiritual gifts, okay? So, this is broadening your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or a long journey. Okay, we got the Buddha in the house. Some of you could be activating some spiritual gifts here. Let's find out. Some of you, this could be job, it could be moving, it could be vacation. What's this energy for, Capricorn? We got, well, hello, wish come true, dream fulfillment. You're the star of your show here. There is the 4 of Pentacles. Some stability, could be some holding back. Maybe you've been limiting yourself or not seeing the full potential in yourself or in the gifts that you have here, Capricorn. Hold on a second, hold on a second. 7 of Wands, okay. I feel like I'm lopsided. Let's put the cards in front of me. And Capricorn, for those of you who are interested, I am open for personal readings. If you'd like one, the link is in the description box below. All right, it's also on my website, thetaroroom.net. We got ourselves the 10 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. Okay. Looking back at some kind of betrayal or maybe an ending that didn't feel good, a difficult ending. Let's see. Ooh, what's this? Hello, Empress energy in the house. Well, you better recognize Capricorn when they walk in a room. What's on the bottom, Cat? Page of Wands. And there's the 5 of Wands. Okay, we got the 5 of Wands. We got the 10 of Swords. Let's start with the Star. The 5 of Wands could be competition, could be conflict, could be challenges, could be an argument. It could just be struggles. What's the Star? How are we starting this? What are we talking about? What is this Star? Yeah, the 2 of Swords. And there, whoa. There's been a blockage here on your life purpose. Okay. The 6 of Wands. Karma. The 5 of Pentacles, there's fears. The 7 of Cups, there's uncertainty. The Star here, I feel, is authenticity and purpose. It's with the 6 of Cups. But there's been a blockage or there's been a crossroads. I feel it's more of a blockage here. The 2 of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Hermit. Okay, maybe the blocks are being cleared and removed. Maybe to activate those gifts, you had to go through some tests. I know you'll love when a tarot reader says that. But I do believe the tests are done. I don't believe they're coming through. And I do think you passed your tests here. There's a lot of stability coming in for you, Capricorn. So maybe you didn't believe in yourself, maybe you didn't trust in yourself, or you weren't following your purpose, right? Sometimes we get off course, sometimes we move in directions we need to for responsibility, obligation. Maybe you chose stability over what it was that you truly wanted to do or felt you could do. Maybe you weren't in the position, or for some of you, I think you had to prove that you were pure of heart. What's the 4 of Pentacles here, right? We have to get initiated into those deeper skills. You got to make sure you're worthy of that, Shizdik. 6 of Wands is in reverse, but you're not happy there. The 8 of Pentacles. And there's the Hierophant. And there's the 4 of Wands. There's the Ace of Wands. So I do feel if this is your reading, it is an element where we're working, living life for responsibility, for stability, for obligation, right? You got family, friends, bills to pay, a roof to put over your head. It's easy to fall into that in the matrix that we live in. It's designed that way. But I feel your gifts are activating, Capricorn, with the 9th house and the exchanging gifts. I felt it right away. I do feel it's a spiritual activation. Maybe you were going through a dark night of the soul, maybe Christ consciousness activation within you. Maybe you're going through some tests, some initiations, but either way, I do feel there's going to be a shift in your energy, a shift in your purpose. Maybe some of you are just realizing what that is. We all realize that at very different ages, right? There's no set timeline. Some people know when they're 15, some people figure it out when they're 55. Everybody is different. For you, you're figuring that out and you're realizing that your experience actually, and that's a thing. Remember the movie Signs? Like, what's his name? Mel Gibson. I'm pretty sure it's Mel Gibson. I might have the wrong name, but everything had a sign and everything made sense at the end, right? Everything had its purpose, its reasons, its purpose and reason for happening to you. So it's like all of that experience, you may have been sitting there in dead-end jobs or 9-to-5 jobs or jobs you don't like, but there's something you gain from each job, from each experience, from each opportunity that you had. And now it's like all coming together. The pieces are coming together and you're seeing how all of those skills and gifts are actually benefiting you to getting to where you want to go. That's what I feel is happening here. It's kind of looking back and realizing how that got you to where you are now and how it's going to get you to where you want to go. Let's talk about this. What is this? When I say this, this is the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords are typically betrayals. Let me understand the Ten of Swords. What happens here? The Magician. Oh, you might be getting pushed. The Nine of Cups is in reverse. Oh, I do think you're getting pushed here. And the Moon. There's some fears. And there's the High Priestess. Oh no, maybe it's more of your... There's the Doubt though. The Emperor. And the Hanged Man. Okay. So, there's two ways to interpret it. I'll give you both ways. You could be getting fired. You could be getting let go. There could be a sudden change or transition here in that part of your life. And it's like you're really disappointed. It's like, I have been showing loyalty to this company for 5 years. They ain't shown no loyalty to me. You feel betrayed. You feel hurt. But for others of you, I think it's a self-betrayal. I think you're disappointed in yourself because maybe you didn't... Don't be so hard on yourself, Capricorn. Don't be so hard on yourself. But maybe you made a decision to stay in a company longer than you should have. Or maybe you knew what you wanted to do, but you didn't go after it for whatever those reasons are. So for some of you, I feel like it's a self-betrayal where you're just disappointed in yourself and the choice that you made. For others of you, I do feel there's a betrayal here on the work front. Maybe you didn't get the promotion, didn't get the job offer, didn't get the raise. But it's like a blessing in disguise, like I said, because those experiences, don't be disappointed because they brought you to where you are now. They gave you certain skills that are going to be useful for you. I do feel now there's an element of looking back with reflection here. So we've gone into the future part of the reading, right? With the Seven of Swords and the Empress, realizing again, it's like you're looking back at this betrayal, whether it's a betrayal of yourself, you just don't like the choice you made, or an external betrayal. You're looking back at it and there it is, you're realizing, yeah, but you know what? I didn't really betray myself, or they didn't betray me. That was a blessing. That was a favor. Thank you for doing that because it brought you into Empress energy. The Empress is not born. She is created through her trials and her tribulations, right? She has to go through that shiznick to get into that powerful energy. You're coming online here, Capricorn. You're being activated. Your gifts are coming through. Your purpose is being revealed, and you're kind of looking back at some of the betrayals and frustrations, but you're looking back with excitement, knowing that these struggles prepared you. You're walking away from those struggles. Yeah, there's the High Priestess. There's your life purpose again. There's your intuition leading you. There's your gifts being activated, and there's the Eight of Wands. You might be moving into an uncharted territory. Maybe you've been that traditional energy, Capricorn, working that 9 to 5. And now that's about to change. You're not going to be working 9 to 5. You're going to be doing things on your own time, on your own vibe, in your own way, and really jumping into that spiritual connection and fulfilling your purpose. Your life purpose is being revealed to you here. What do you want to say about the Empress? There's still worries. There's the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords, the Queen of King. There's you and your masculine energy. Remember, the number one reason people don't get what they want in life is they don't trust themselves and they don't believe in themselves. So they let the fears, the worries, the thoughts, the matrix plague them and feel them trapped, make them feel trapped. This is really getting into that masculine energy. There's the King of Pentacles. He is the king of stability, right? He's the king of money. But the King of Pentacles is also very self-aware and self-developed. He understands other people, but most of all, he understands himself. So this is really know yourself, because when you know yourself, you know that you can do anything you want in life. Believe in yourself and trust your intuition that all of these struggles, challenges, and barriers have prepared you to step into your power. All right, that's what I got here, Capricorn. So let's grab some oracles. Let's see what they want to say. We'll jump back into the tarot and we'll see how things are playing out for you. We'll see how you're doing. You know, right now it's mid-June. We'll go to mid-July. See how you're doing, how you're feeling, how this is playing out. What does Capricorn need to surrender? Yeah, look at this. Outdated beliefs about yourself. Let it go. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and you can soar in life. Okay, remove those dogmas, let them go. And some blocks will be removed there, Cap. What's the career advice? I do feel for many of you this has to do with career. What's the career advice? I went there anyway. What's the career advice for? Whoa. Okay, it just wants me to take these three. There's like 20 cards under this one, but they don't want them. Okay, look, we have gifts, short term. Yeah, whatever you were doing is just temporary. So don't get too attached to it. You will find something that's even more fulfilling and more prosperous. And we have answers. We have this key here. You will resolve your current situation. Work-wise, you're going to find unique ways to stand out, and you will find an opening with job security. And we have gifts. We have the golden gift, the golden present. So you're uncovering new talents that will land you new work in a better position. You could get more money with the deal as well. I do believe that. Some of you with these skills, these disappointments have prepared you for this, Capricorn. All right, I do want to grab the Akashic Records, and then we'll jump back into the tarot. What's the Akashic Record message for Capricorn? What do we got here? Skills and talents. Are you not recognizing a talent or a gift that you have? I really feel like you need to recognize your talents, know your strengths, and know your weaknesses. It is not egotistical. It is not conceited to know what you're good at. It's smart. So don't be afraid to admit that and know that about yourself. I feel like there's like a little something that you're not perceiving or seeing within yourself here. Everyone has unique skills and talents, so discover where you shine and work to improve. Create value with those skills and let your talents shine. You will become a better version of yourself. All right, Capricorn, let's do it. Let's get down to it. Let's get your potential outcome. Now, when I say potential, there's always free will. You're going to make the decisions you're going to make. And when I say outcome, like I said, let's see where you are in the month of July. Let's go out, 3-4 weeks, see how you're doing, see how things are playing out. We have ourselves the Four of Cups, okay? Meditation, preparation, silencing that mind. You got your eye on the prize. You got to do what you got to do to make it happen. 2 cards of healing, meditation, and taking a step back here. I think you're looking for answers. But I like that you're looking inside for those answers. Okay, we have the Page of Wands. Some of you might be doing like Akashic Records readings for yourself, really tapping into those Akashic Records. Because if we have self-limiting beliefs, in my opinion, from my experience, it's something made us limit ourselves. Something happened in our life to make us feel that way. This one or our past life, right? So it's just about tapping in to know what that blockage is so you can heal it and remove it. Okay, 4 Cups, 4 Swords, Page of Wands. You're excited. You're excited here. It's like and oh, hold on, what happened here? The Hermit's in reverse, the 10 of Cups is in reverse. There's the 9 of Wands. Yeah, okay. There's the 10 of Swords though. So I do feel a sense of excitement and shift. I feel healing. I really feel healing. I feel like you know what you want to do. You know what you want to do. Did I repeat myself? Glitch in the Matrix. You know what you want to do. You know how to make it happen and how to go after it. I feel a very healing energy here where you're not doubting yourself. You see what you want, and now you're keeping your eyes on what you got to do to get there. The reason I say you're excited is the Page of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles is excitement. You're excited. The Page of Wands, you're excited about where you're going. You're thirsty. You have that thirst for knowledge, thirst for adventure, thirst for your future. You're excited about where you're heading. You're excited about where you're investing your time, energy, and money. But the beautiful thing is you're already seeing progress. So whether that progress is within or without, it'll vary, but you're seeing that progress. And for me, when you see progress, it makes it so much easier to continue to move forward because you're seeing progress. Things are moving forward. Things are happening. The Hermit in reverse and the 10 of Cups in reverse tells me this is a misunderstood feeling, I always say when I see the Hermit in reverse, right? The misfit island, especially if you're doing something that might be non-traditional or outside the box or different than you've done before. Not everybody's going to understand your decision. I'm a tarot card reader. You think my parents are like, oh, good for you, Robyn. Right? It's really not what they ever thought I would do. But that's what I did because I wanted to do it. So, and now they support me, they watch me, they're there. But in the initials and in the beginnings, they were kind of questioning, like, what the fuck? Like, why are you reading tarot? What you think so it's that energy where not everybody understands you and what your purpose is, and that's okay. And not everybody needs to understand that. So there is an element of feeling a little bit misunderstood, feeling a little bit isolated and alone, feeling like not everybody supports you. But what matters and what I'll take from that is as long as you support and believe in yourself. Most of them eventually will come around when they see that you're happy. Some of them are just maybe nervous, uncertain, think they know best. There's all kinds of different reasons. I find 80% of the time they have good intentions, right? They just have different ideologies and dogmas, and it's just about understanding that. But you do feel a little bit alone, isolated, disappointed, frustrated, but yet excited. You are, there's the 10 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. So you've contemplated and you thought about what happened. Like I said, I feel like you're realizing like the signs, like, oh, I learned that skill. That's really going to benefit me now. I learned that skill. That's going to benefit me now. So it's that energy, and I'm going to use myself as an example because I don't know how to explain it. So when you read tarot, all of my Hermetics knowledge from understanding Hermes and researching Hermes was brought into the tarot, right? My counseling knowledge from being a nutritionist. I was a counselor. Tarot has counseling in it. So the skills that I learned at different parts of my life came together when I started to read tarot professionally, right? And that's what it's like for you. So you're looking back, realizing, oh, that job, that taught me to type. Oh, this job taught me organization skills. I learned my administration. Here, I learned my bookkeeping, and it's like all those skills from all those different jobs or roles or opportunities you had in the past, although disappointed and frustrating, are kind of on the forefront. You're seeing how they're benefiting you. So it's like you're looking at that disappointment, that betrayal, that frustration, and it could even just be alone, depending on yourself, sovereignty. No one's going to support you in this, but whatever those skills are, you're ready and you're going to overcome them, because there's the Emperor winning the war. So Capricorn, in a month, I see you feeling a little bit alone, a little bit lacking support, but also excited about where you're investing your time and your effort. They will come around, they will support you once they see how happy you are and the progress that you're receiving, internal or external. You're making a big change and a big shift here. I feel many of you are starting to move towards what you feel your purpose is. Your purpose is what you make it. So as long as you live life with purpose, you'll feel like you're contributing, right? You're that piece of the pie, that piece to the puzzle. Everybody has that unique gift and talent and skill. Don't deny yours, because yours is really being shine. They're really being highlighted here, Capricorn. And the point of this is, in a month, you're going to be very excited about where you're heading, and you're going to be looking back at these previous disappointments or frustrations and understanding the skills you learned and how they're going to benefit you in the future. All right, that's what I got. That's what's up. That's what's going down. So Capricorn, I sure hope you enjoyed your reading. Well, that fell out. I hope it resonated and benefited you. And if you like my style, I do ask that you like, comment, subscribe. It helps my channel. So thank you, Capricorn. Let's get your final message here. The universe wove you from a constellation, just so every atom and every fiber in you comes from a different star. Reconnect with the creative influences that you have been drawn to throughout your life and how they've affected the person that you have become. That's what's up. Capricorn, truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time.